How is good, everyone? Today I'm here with my WWE Mixed Match Challenge Season 2 Week 9 review. Without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and jump right into the video with our overall thoughts on this week's episode of the Mixed Match Challenge Season 2. I thought it was an okay episode, definitely compared to the last 3 or 4 weeks where they've just been pretty bad. I thought it was an okay episode. I thought the main event was fun for what it was. The Raw match was the Raw match, and it was a pretty easy episode to sit through for the most part. So definitely get the thumbs up for me. Like I said, it was an okay episode of the Mixed Match Challenge this week. Of course, the first match we had was the Raw Mixed Match Challenge match. Braun Strowman and Ember taking on Bobby Lashley and Mickie James. Not really much here to talk about. It was only a 5-minute match, so it really wasn't much to it. You had Ember and Mickie start off the match, locked up, had some abdominal stretches from Mickie. She worked over Ember, and they had some, chain wrestling. Of course, Ember was able to counter some out of some Mickey stuff. So some very basic stuff. And then, of course, Braun and Bobby tagged in. They had a whole thing where Braun was just, obviously bigger than Bobby, and Bobby tried to they did like a test of strength kind of in a way until you had Leo Rush distract Braun, which allowed Bobby Lashley to throw him in the post. Tried to give him the standing vertical suplex, but Braun fought out of it. Went to chase after Leo Rush, but he actually sent Ember to chase him instead. So Ember went to go get Leo Rush, but in doing so, Mickie James took her out with a splash off the apron on Ember. That led Braun to chase Leo Rush on the outside, but she ended up doing the shoulder block tackle to Bobby Lashley on the outside instead. Back in the ring, Ember took out Mickie James with a super kick, followed up with the Eclipse. 1, 2, 3 pins Mickie James. First off, I don't even remember the woman even tagging back in, so I don't even know how that was a finish, but yeah, Braun Strowman and Ember remain undefeated in the Mixed Match Challenge. Like I said, not really much to it, just a very basic little 5-minute match there. Then, of course, we go to the main event, which was the SmackDown Live Mixed Match Challenge. Originally supposed to be AJ Styles and Charlotte Flair taking on The Miz and Asuka, but of course, AJ Styles was not able to compete due to what happened on SmackDown Live, so therefore Jeff Hardy actually took over for his place. And, I thought this was a fun match. I thought it was good for what it was. Jeff Hardy and The Miz start off, of course, some nice, back and forth wrestling, kind of doing some playbacks of their previous matches they've had the last couple weeks, going back to like the World Cup from the Crown Jewel, and since, some other matches they've had on SmackDown Live the past, month or so. So they did some nice callbacks of that. Charlotte and Asuka got tagged in, and then, they actually had a really good back and forth match. I thought, they're definitely living off of their WrestleMania match, and definitely showed here. They had some good stuff, some good, counters to their counters. At one point, Charlotte actually went to the outside and took out The Miz, which was allowed Asuka to hit the hip attack on the ropes to knock Charlotte out. Not knock her out, but knock her onto the floor. Threw her back in, worked over Charlotte. Then you had some nice back and forth from both of them. Miz and Jeff Hardy were back in. You had some nice stuff from both of them. Jeff Hardy having his comeback, with the whisper in the wind, and just doing typical Jeff Hardy, his hot tags, basically hot Jeff Hardy tag. Miz ended up almost beating Jeff Hardy until Charlotte broke up the pin. Then Asuka tagged back in. Miz and Asuka were able to ground Charlotte and Jeff Hardy with the it kicks, but of course doing for the final one, Jeff Hardy ducked, hit Miz with a twist of fate, take Miz out, and then I don't know what Charlotte did. They didn't catch it on camera, I believe, but Charlotte did something to ground Asuka or fend her off, hit a spear, locked in the figure 8 for the submission victory. So Charlotte and Jeff Hardy defeat the Miz and Asuka, which I think is kind of a mistake because Miz and Asuka has been the team they've been building up the most since season 1. They've been undefeated, and this is their first loss in the Mixed Match Challenge. I understand that Charlotte's now facing Ronda at Survivor Series, so they probably want to make her go in that show with a winning streak or with some momentum. But I definitely think that maybe Miz beating or pinning Jeff Hardy in this match would have been the better option. I just think it was a pretty lame way to have Miz and Asuka lose for the first time in the Mixed Match Challenge to throw together a team that wasn't supposed to be together. So I don't know. I was kind of iffy on the finish, but I thought the match was fun. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good one. I thought the interactions that Charlotte and Asuka had were really well. I thought Jeff Hardy and Miz held their own and had pretty fun interactions and for their part as well. So very solid episode of the Mixed Match Challenge. It was okay. Solid compared to the last few. So no real complaints from me about this week. I thought it was, like I said, okay. Next week, though, is going to be a chore to get through because the two matches we have are Bobby Roode and Natalya taking on Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox, and we'll have Rusev and Lana taking on Carmella and R-Truth, I believe. So not looking forward to that by any means. That just sounds like an absolutely awful episode of the Mixed Match Challenge. But yeah, that'll do it for the video, guys. If you guys did, please leave a like below if you enjoyed the video. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for watching the video. Not giving